How's it going, guys? This is going to be my guide on Cryogenic Slumberparty on Moon, and this is going to be the remastered version of Moon released within Zombie Chronicles. So let's go ahead and get started. To start it off, you have to be playing as Richtofen. This Easter egg can be done solo or up to 4 players, but someone has to be Richtofen with the golden rod in their inventory. As with most maps, the first thing you're going to need to do is turn on the power. Once you have the power on, there will be 4 computers outside of the moon spawn base. The goal is to correctly input a sequence of 6 colors in order as they flash on the computers. From left to right, they will always be red, green, blue, and yellow. All you need to do to input the code is go up to the coordinating color that you need to input and hold interact. Once you have input a sequence of 6 colors correctly, you can then move on to the next step. The next step will require you to have the hacker device or the hacker tool, which is located in the laboratories section. Take the hacker tool and go to one of these 4 wall panels on the 2nd floor of the laboratories and hack them. Once you've hacked them, these wall panels around the laboratories area of the map will then light up green. You have 60 seconds to find and locate 4 of them. There are 3 of them on the 1st floor of the laboratories. There are 2 locations on the 2nd floor. And there are 3 total on the 3rd and final floor. The spawns for these green lights are always randomized. Take the hacker tool and interact with these wall panels until they are completed and the light shuts off. Once you have successfully hacked all 4 of the wall panels, the switches down on the 2nd floor will become interactable. Press and hold the button on all 4 and the switches will close. The mystery box is going to be your best friend or your worst enemy in this Easter egg, so for the next part you are going to need Gersh devices. Make your way back to Area 51 from the moon teleporter pad, look over to the right near all these shelves and throw a grenade. Widow's wine grenades work as well. You will then see 2 panels on the top shelf fall down when the explosion sets off. Now you need to throw a Gersh device over into this corner and teleport them onto the teleporter pad. Take the teleporter back to the moon base and they will spawn in next to the quick revive machine. Now you're going to need to get QEDs from the mystery box. Once you have QEDs, go ahead and throw one near these and they will then teleport near this computer in the spawn area. Now you need to find and locate a wire in order to make a connection between the 2. There are 8 possible spawn locations for these wires. All of them are going to be in the laboratory section, and we'll start from the 3rd floor and make our way down. First one is going to be near Deadshot Daiquiri. Second one is going to be just before you enter the biodome on your left. And the 3rd one will be in the middle of the room on this workbench. There will be one on the staircase right before you enter the 3rd floor. One near this floating rocket pad, and one near these wall panel switches. And the last one within the laboratories is going to be on the 1st floor near these canisters. There is one spawn location outside of the laboratories just before you reach the teleporter on your right near this junk. When you do find the wire, make your way back to the computer and interact with it in order to make the connection. Now whoever is playing as Richtofen needs to insert the golden rod in between the 2 panels. Richtofen will need to continuously interact with this computer. Once Maxis has been removed, the computer will then turn green and the golden rod will glow. have Richtofen pick up the device. For this next part, you will need Excavator Pi to breach Tunnel 6 to uncover an ancient artifact. Once the excavator has breached the tunnel and dug up the artifact, you will then need to get the hacker tool, make your way back to the spawn area, and hack Excavator Pi's control panel. Once the excavation has stopped, the artifact will spawn in and be waiting for you in Tunnel 6. Once you find the artifact, you can shoot it with a gun, knife it, or throw a grenade at it in order for it to continue to move on. But all you need to do now is follow the artifact, and once it stops, either shoot it or hit it with a grenade or knife it in order for it to continue moving on to its destination. The artifact does not have the capability to open doors, so you'll have to help it out with that. Once the artifact heads outside of the moon base, it will then head up to the satellite dish on top of the spawn. And back to the mystery box you need to go. You're going to need to acquire the zap guns from the mystery box. Once you have them, put them together to form the wavegun and take aim at the antenna of the satellite dish and fire a wavegun blast. The artifact will then continue its path through Tunnel 11 and finally reach its destination at the MPD. When the artifact reaches its destination at the MPD, a tube will emerge on the right. This tube is a soul jar. You'll need to kill 25 zombies near this soul jar until you hear a completion noise. Once you get the completion noise, you can pull the switch near the soul jar, and the souls will then be ingested into the MPD, opening it up and revealing Samantha Maxis. At this point, the players will then be rewarded with a 90-second death machine. If you have completed the goldenrod step, 4 soul jars from around the MPD will rise, and once again, you will need 25 kills near each one of the jars. When you have killed 25 zombies near each one of the soul jars, have Richtofen insert the goldenrod into the front of the MPD, and Samantha and Richtofen will switch souls. Richtofen will be in control of the zombies, and Maxis will need to pull out his contingency plan.
It means that Richtofen has entered the device. If you free me, I will help you minimize the damage that he will inevitably cause.
Once more, you'll need to hit the box and acquire the QEDs. Take a QED and throw them in front of the MPD, and it will eject and teleport the artifact near the 4 computers that you played Samantha Says earlier. For this last step, I would highly recommend running with Undead Man walking if you're playing solo, or having someone else train a zombie elsewhere so one person can focus on these codes. You will then need to play Samantha Says 3 more times. This time will be a little bit more difficult. After completing each sequence correctly, a rocket will then move into position as Maxis begins to take over the moon base. Once you've completed the 3rd sequence, the final rocket will move into its destination, and Maxis requires you to do one final step.
Now that I am in control of the station, we have one last chance to sever Edward's link with Earth. I will calculate the position. Retrieve the artifact and take it to the launch platform.
Take a Gersh device and throw it at the artifact sitting next to the computers. The artifact will then arm the 3 rockets and launch them at the Earth. I hope that this guide helps you out, and I hope you guys really enjoyed this cinematic Easter egg guide. If you did, please be sure to leave a like, and if you would like any more guides like this in the future, please let me know in the comments section. But thank you guys as always for watching and all the support, and I'll see you in the next video.
30 seconds to impact. Ha 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 ha!